black teen forced to cut his dreadlocks to compete in a wrestling match released a statement. A referee made 16-year-old Andrew Johnson cut his hair or forfeit the match. His attorney says the ref's conduct, quote, should be a disqualifying race-related transgression. The family is waiting for the results of the civil rights investigation. In the meantime, referee Alan Maloney is banned from further matches in the school district.
You know, when I saw this the other day, I, like so many others within our community, were angry. But then I found out that there was some in our community or outside of our community wanted to change the discussion about, is this young brother black or how black is he? The last decade or so, maybe 15 years or so, but I've noticed that there's a group of black folks, especially out here on the internet or those who are trolling, decided that if only way you could be considered black is you have to be a dark-skinned black person. You must have two black parents. You must be married to a black spouse. You must sound and act a certain way. You can't be critical of anything that we do in the community. See, we would let the idiots run the asylum. This is a young black boy. Okay? Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate before I even get into what I really want to get into. Let's just say that he wasn't. And the ref told him to cut his hair because locks are usually associated with the black community or people of African descent, right? It was racial. But what gets me is this young brother was not prepared by his parents to say, no, it ain't that serious. See, he made a sacrifice for that wrestling team, that coach, his teammates, and that school. But little did he know that after he graduated, ain't nobody gonna be thinking about this wrestling team anymore. He have memories of it to tell his kids, if God bless him to have children. That's about it. I remember back when I was in high school, I remember the trophy case in my school. It goes some of them go all the way back to 1920 something. How many of those players from 1920 something are still around? Do we sit back and reminisce? Oh yeah, such and such did that in 1920 something, 1930 something, 1940 something. Hell, we don't even talk about who did things 4 or 5 years ago. Be a team player. That's what the white boys tell them. Be a team player, man. You're doing it for the team. You think they would have cut their hair or did it if it was a black ref telling them that they had to change something? You think the coach would have went with it? Hell no. This young brother got a nigger moment. And too many of these black kids nowadays are getting them. And the thing is, the people my age and older have not taught them, hey, this is the part where you have to take stand. I went to jobs where I was making good money and supervisors thought they could talk to me any kind of way. Well, he's just black. I tell him to do this, do that. Like you never read an employee handbook, anything, or you don't know your rights as a worker. I walked away from places like that. The other day I did a video about this. When I was a kid, I remember and our parents would tell us, hey, mom, dad, at school such peed on himself, or they had a bowel movement. Why? The teacher would let them go to the washroom. My parents don't let no teacher tell you that. You raise your hand, you do it in a respectful manner. If they tell you no and you got to go real bad, you get up, open it, and you walk out. And me and your daddy would be up at the school, or me and your mama would be up at the school to deal with it. There was a time where black parents had their kids out there prepared for stuff like this. These white folks didn't give a damn about this kid. Because they would have said, no, we're not going to make this child cut his hair. That's his hair. Then he got to go home and explain to his parents. They didn't give a damn. They all look for themselves. And people want to go after just the ref. No, you go after all of them. But what gets me is how some people out here on YouTube and some people on social media start saying he ain't really black because of his skin complexion. Now, I went through various videos to try to get to this, And I find myself have to go here again to explain to our people that skin tone don't make you always black. There are a lot of dark skinned black folk around here who do some heinous things. There are black men and black women who are together who do some heinous and evil things. Now all of a sudden we got this litmus test. If you're not dark skinned or you don't have a wide full nose or full lips, you're not considered black. Well, then I guess a lot of those people during the civil rights era that we claim to be black, they ain't black. A lot of these celebrities that we be claiming to be part of us when they become popular, they ain't black then. So that means Barack Obama, that we like to claim as the black president, he really wasn't a black president. Now I know some people say technically you can say yay or nay, but when you pull our genetics, and I'm gonna tell you, when that ref saw that boy, he saw a black boy. Some of y'all can't tell who's passing and who's not. Some of y'all confused about who's a part of the African diaspora, who's more connected than you think. I mean, technically, everybody on this planet comes from our ancestors. If you believe the Bible and believe just science, the first people who walked this earth were black. We had that one lust that went all around this globe, and either by climate or by just God's design, or whatever, people take on the characteristics of where they at. Black Americans are totally different than South Africans and other blacks around the globe, based on where you at and based on climate, the food you eat. It's funny how we question somebody blackness. Like I've told y'all in various videos over here, I said that person may not be who you think they are. That person is passing. That person got some black in them. And y'all get mad and say, you claiming black. No, I'm pointing out something. This is why our numbers always been stuck at between 12 and 14%. White folks don't know that the so-called Asian or the so-called Hispanic or Arab ain't part of them. But they claiming this is why their numbers are so high. Then when they don't need them no more, they want to toss them back, put them behind a wall, or bomb them into obscurity. Look what happened to the so-called Native American. They thought they was better. They thought because they had some long flowing hair, some of them, that they was better. And what happened? White folks came and started claiming Native American ancestry after they wiped them out. Now the Native Americans, instead of going after white folk and stuff, calling out the $5 Indians, they want to tell us that we're not acceptable because they think deep down they're chasing whiteness. I use certain celebrities as proxies, and it goes over y'all head with the bigger meaning. Y'all don't never listen to what the whole point of the conversation, the things I point out. I remember I told y'all run the route, I said something about her off. I said something, she ain't all white. Somebody tried to say, no, man, you said she black. I said, well, she got some African ancestry. I ain't saying that she black, but she got, no, man, if anything, she said she got Native American. I'm like, where y'all think that come from? When Ronda Rousey kept losing those battles and shit, and she knew that she fucked up by I was going out there mess with Floyd Mayweather and stuff. Her mama and H said, you might want to get good back with the black community. Because white folks, once you losing their eyes a number of times, you're your ass out. So one day somebody brought it up and her mama said, yes, we have black in our family. Her grandfather, Rhonda looked like, why did you say that? Then people started doing research, and for maybe about a few days, people talked about it. But her PR team quickly changed it to something else. And Rhonda, she stopped talking about Floyd Mayweather after that. Because people are going to say, wait a minute, you got black ancestors. Why do you keep messing with Floyd Mayweather? I told y'all about Amber Rose. I said, it's a reason why she wear hair like that and dyed that color. The only black person on YouTube that I know that have called it out right along with me is Tariq. He's the only one, and the thing is, if you ain't traveled, and there's been some other people in the comments saying, but I'm talking about Tariq Nasheed, excuse me. If you ain't been traveling, I seen the pictures of her. She's a little girl. I seen the pictures of mama and daddy. People insist on they white. I'm like, no. When in interview Harvard, she claimed she's not a black woman. Well, there's certain interviews where she did claim she black. because some people called her out on it. She was on Entertainment Tonight last year, and she said, "Yeah, being a black woman." And I did a video about it. People still couldn't believe it. They said, "Well, she's just saying it to pander." What's the upswing in this country that be claiming blackness all of a sudden? Yeah, white folk want to go out there and they want to exploit our culture, but ain't nobody around there saying I'm black. Well, except that white chick a couple of years back, but she actually was living as a black person. And when I told y'all, it's more to that story than anything. People cherry pick that. Then I go to use Kim Kardashian. Yo, man, she ain't black. They from the Caucasus. Man, the name is Caucasus. I said, y'all, there's a lot of people in places and names and stuff don't make sense. Charlize Theron, she's from Africa. Do she go around calling us African American? Fuck no. She said she's African, but still, either way, it sounds weird for a white woman to be claiming. We know white people are not from Africa. Do y'all check her about her ancestry? They don't even bring it up. You know they don't even bring it up. They might say she's from Africa. She's from South Africa. They might try to change it to South Africa. She's still from Africa. Her family, she was born and raised there. Do y'all hear her say South? Hell no, because it opened a can of worms. I said y'all need to pay attention to the source. Y'all need to be watching stuff. See, we as a people, what happened is we've had a few experiences with mixed ethnicity brothers and sisters. So anybody that reminds us of them, we question them. There are a lot of light-skinned brothers and sisters in our community, in our family, 2 black parents. Some argue it's that white blood. Every black person does not have Caucasian. It's the other way around. Why is it always we giving the so-called dominant more power over us? I see a lot of people that identify themselves as white. I'm like, you pass it. Every now and then, they might slip past me. But there've been videos out here and stuff like you get some Hispanics now, so-called Hispanics, who admit that they have African ancestry. How can you explain things that was in Egypt, over what we call the Middle East, Africa, or you want to know how you describe it, is over here in the United States or South America. Look at the culture. Look at our culture, so-called Mexican or Cuban or Puerto Rico. That's black. Go to Brazil. Go to Africa. Look at the different things, and you be like, whoa. We even refer to ourselves in a negative. Because we've been conditioned to do it for so long. Now, when somebody get hurt, if they ain't dark black, we ain't standing with them. Oh, they light skinned. They be okay. That's wrong. And the only reason why I can come up with a few that I can think of is that somebody got burnt by a light skinned brother or sister, or a mixed ethnicity brother and sister. Or they tell you that, so if they ever date outside the community, they make it like they got exotic Negro. I knew a brother used to be just like, they used to talk about light-skinned people left and right. And then when he got one, I got me a red bone. I'm like, dude, all those years you talking all that crap. I said, I get what you was doing. When people see you, they be thinking that you hit the jackpot. And that's jacked up that some people still think to this day that if they get with somebody lighter or brighter, that they hit the jackpot. They ain't no different than anybody else. Excuse me. But the thing is, some of us get mad if we can't get in their orbit or be friends with them, so we attack them. And then you have trolls that come out that put out this misinformation, so we won't stand in unity with this child or his family. Because this ain't the first time you heard a story of somebody doing this to a black kid. We hear about little girls getting their braids cut off in class. Kids getting sent home because they got natural hair. Ever since Trump got in, these jokers have got really, really bold with this shit. But we aiding it. We giving them cover. We didn't give this litmus test of blackness. I'm like, you know what? If y'all gonna be hurt, that the ones that you think are down, they ain't down. Look at Chris Rock. He sat there and let a so-called Hispanic comic say a racial slur, he laughing. And I had told y'all years ago, I said dude wasn't to be trusted. Oh, how you get jealous? You think you know everything? No, I know what I heard. I know what I go to one source. One of the sites is a dark skinned comedian. What did she say? It's harder being gay than being black. Really? And there's something wrong with some of our people when we do that. When we start nitpicking or distorting or dismissing people. We did that with that Sean King when white people on the right said we're going to go after that Negro. He's out there talking to the media, writing articles, getting people on the internet riled up. Well, he ain't really black. And what happened to black humor? We started seeing videos popped up, question the brother. And I'm sitting there like, wow. I'm like, don't y'all realize y'all being manipulated? We're gonna chase away some brothers and sisters that actually want to challenge the system. I mean, look how Colin Kaepernick was getting disrespected. Well, he ain't really black. He got a white mama. We got a black daddy. But guess what? The so-called black brothers around here, like Jerry Rice and them, wearing helmets made out of chicken. Shaquille O'Neal and them dissing them. You gotta respect the police officers. You gotta go out here and just for the soldiers. And I'm sitting there like, really? Look at Jay-Z. When the whole thing with Trayvon Martin was going down, with George Zimmerman, Stevie Wonder, Shaka Khan, Harry Belafonte told him not to perform in Florida. He didn't give a damn. But he's married to a black woman. He's black. Y'all gotta stop with this litmus test about who's black because y'all playing with fire. Now, some of y'all don't want to believe me. Okay, gonna keep pushing. You're gonna get a brother and sister that die hard black down to the core. But yeah, because they pigments, they not as dark, don't have the traditional features, or they might be from another country because of a name or what the media present. You know, alienate people. I'm telling you right now, if Malcolm X was out today, he would never made it. People would be dismissive of him. Look how we did Nate Parker film. Look how we did. Look how we did it. A black man wrote, directed it. And when the Hollywood bigwigs decided they wanted to destroy him, what do? We joined right in. And what did y'all excuse was? We married to a white woman. And I said, if he is, that's his business. They got nothing to do with the movie. Brother, obviously he's a pro-black man. Just because he's married somebody don't mean, or had kids with somebody don't mean that he ain't down for his people. Maybe that's who he fell in love with. But you got pro-black Negroes out here that's been out on TV, cooning, talking all kinds of stuff about the black community, explaining their own people. But y'all don't criticize them. I'm telling y'all, we're going to pay for this one day. We're going to really pay for this if y'all don't stop. And don't get me wrong, when I point out that somebody has black ancestry or African, how you want to look at it, I'm not saying they must come join us. What I'm saying is that when they say and do certain things, you need to be able to say, wait a minute, man, or a woman, you know you come from, your ancestry is black, right? You're African. There's a level of self-hatred. And y'all get to understand blacks can internalize white supremacy too. And there's some people in our community that love this division. But I keep telling y'all gotta be careful. I mean, I'm listening to comments, I'm even reading comments, listening to videos, going on different sites. I'm like, why the hell y'all criticizing this kid? He was humiliated. This thing went viral. He was told in order for you to wrestle, we gotta cut your hair. That was a slap in the face to every black person on this planet, especially black men. You better conform or we're going to stop you. But when you got people out there saying, "Oh, he ain't really black," I mean, really? All the news reports I've heard in the family referred to him as black. But y'all figure you gotta have a certain pigment to be viewed as black. This is why we keep saying, where are all the leaders at? Where are those people marching? Because we alienate them. And those on the internet who like to manipulate us, who've been manipulating us with the internet for years into saying and doing things that we may normally wouldn't do, they laugh like, I got them attacking their own, disrespecting their own. Now we can go after that person a little bit easy because nobody's watching or nobody's gonna paying attention. He's gonna fade to the background. We ain't picked up on that yet, but this is why I keep telling y'all gonna keep pushing the wrong people away. But y'all gonna keep. And I say stop giving these people the gift of whiteness, because some people want to be classified as white. They want to be seen as something different. But y'all keep pushing them away. Y'all keep talking about, well, this person ain't really black. But yeah, you got blacker than black out here cooning, out here disrespecting the community, selling the community out. But because somebody is light skinned or somebody got a white parent, y'all trying to say they ain't really down with the community. How dare you? That's dangerous what you're doing. I keep telling y'all. I mean, I was a kid. I remember seeing people, they would say, the Filipinos are this. I'm like, they got brown skin like us. They got wide nose like us, like the so-called Hindu. They just as dark, if not darker than some of us, but they look at us because white supremacy has invaded their mindset. And at some point, we in the black community got to push back, but you also got to prepare your kids for stuff like this. Cause look at that other black boy in the background. Look how he looking. You look at him. He's mad because he know that could have been him. He look at him. He's mad too. But the white folks, they go ahead. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Ignore it. And he went out there and won. And everybody want to come cheer him. But I'm like, if y'all really as teammates and as friends, y'all would have stood your ground. Like, no. Because guess what? They could have complained and they would have probably won that match. They would have gave him that match. But see, they was in the moment, they didn't care. They just wanted to win. They was thinking about nobody but themselves. I feel sorry for that kid. Because I'm going to tell you, I say it again. Parents, aunts and uncles, you got nieces and nephews, you got sons and daughters, you need to prepare them for the realities of this world. And a lot of these kids are getting and starting to see, wait a minute, it's not all Ozzy and Harriet or Leave It to Beaver or the Brady Bunch. It's a real world out here. I keep trying to tell everybody, we gotta stop alienating the wrong people. We gotta stop this disrespecting certain people because they look or sound a certain way. Y'all want to keep making it seem as black is only dark skin, have a certain look, or sound a certain way. That's dangerous. Extremely dangerous.